Can you talk about the tight end becoming kind of a lost art in college football? Do you agree with that premise, and if so, why do you think it's becoming that way?
I don't think it's become a lost art. It's a much more flexible position because of the invention of the spread offense. A lot of tight ends now are flexed and standing up. Then they're required to come back in and block. It's always been a tough position to play because of your involvement in the passing game. You got to be involved in pass protection in some schemes, and you got to be able to block in the power game, at least in our offense.
How much of an advantage is it when you have a good tight end?
Oh, it's a great advantage, and it's a great advantage if you have more than one.
Coach, it was a priority to get Mike in the game the first couple of games. Now, is it Russell's game no matter what, or how does that work?
Well, right now, we're not into rotating and worried about getting him snaps. We got him 48, I think, somewhere close to that, almost close to 50 snaps in the first 3 games of the year. We wanted to get him in the first game of the year because that was his first experience. Right now, the emphasis is on continuity of the offense and playing the football game as is, and just the opportunities haven't presented itself, but he's got to be ready to go in and play at a moment's notice.
Have you had a chance to check out the turf?
Just from my window. It's green and it's painted, so we'll be fine.
Have you gotten what you thought you might get out of switching up your defensive backfield, just judging by the last couple of days' practice? Has it improved like you thought it would?
I have no idea. I mean, it's going to be one of those come Saturday, we'll all know how it worked out.
Still envision playing a bunch of people back there, because basically same rotation, but it's just different guys starting?
It depends on how the game goes and how they function. If they're not getting the job done, then certainly we'll have to replace them and go with somebody we think can do the job.
David Cutcliffe, you have a lot of respect for him. You talked a lot about him building his program. How well do you know him, and what have you always thought about him from afar?
I got to know him in the early 90s when we were in Virginia. We played Tennessee in a Sugar Bowl. George Welsh and Johnny Majors were real good friends. So after the game, we had a couple occasions to get together with their staffs, back and forth, and exchange ideas. And, we haven't kept close contact, but we've kept contact throughout the years. So certainly know the job that he did at Tennessee all those years as coordinator. He did a great job at Mississippi. I mean, I don't know how you get rid of a guy that was the SEC Coach of the Year one year, has a winning record the next year, and then he's gone. So, he's sound. He does a great job, and that he's got Duke headed in the right direction.
A little similar offensive philosophy, would you say?
No, they've evolved more to the Peyton Manning,
yeah.
At the line, call it at the line thing than we have, but there's still similarities, and believes in tough, hard-nosed running the football, and then if you had the opportunity to move the ball through the air with the pass, they do it.
You mentioned you have a lot of respect for their passing game. You mentioned it more than once this week. What specifically about that not so much scares you, but that you have the game plan against?
Well, they've called 41 passes, a game going in. Right now, we know that a pass is a big part of their offense. Unlike a week ago, that we didn't expect to see 55 or 6 called passes. So, we expect that maybe that'll be the case this week, and hopefully we're better prepared than we were last week.
Is it, guys?
Okay, good.